Hey there, ladies and gentlemen. This is Andrew Snort with Creative Community Solutions. And as you're aware, on the press and media end, we get a chance to cover some great people doing great things across so many different areas, whether it's government, whether it's community and nonprofits, whether it's business, whether it's sports. We are fortunate to be able to sit down or be out and about to talk with some great people. I'm really excited about another great person doing some great things that we're going to get into in just a couple moments. But to read the full article, make sure to visit us at asnortonccs.com. Click on the menu for articles and coverage. It'll be the first one that comes up. If you add us on Facebook and YouTube at Creative Community Solutions LLC, you get a chance to not only see the article, but some of the video that we're covering for today. Add us at A Snorton CCS on not LinkedIn. I'm sorry about that. Instagram and Twitter. I know so many different platforms. And of course, check me out on LinkedIn, Medium, and Blue Sky on the author end, author A Snorton. So I'm so excited. I got a chance to chop it up with our guest a couple weeks ago, and shouts to Daniel Dickey and the work that he's doing in PR and whatnot. So before we dive in, I'm gonna have our guests introduce themselves. So go right ahead.
How you doing, Anderson? Thank you so much for having me. I am La Forcia Dephyne Sankey. I'm an independent entrepreneurial artist, film and music. I'm so excited to be here.
Well, I tell you, we're excited to have you take time out of your schedule to talk with us. Before you dive in on the projects you have going on, give us a point of reference, where you're originally from, where you're based out of, and then what would you say was a pivotal moment where it's like, this is where you need to be?
I am Annapolis, Maryland born. A lot of people don't know Annapolis. It's about 45 minutes from Baltimore. Everybody know Baltimore. They don't know Annapolis. Annapolis is the capital of Maryland. So I'm Annapolis, Maryland born. Alabama bred, Montgomery. So up until 13, I told my parents I want to hang out at the mall instead. They used to send us back to Montgomery, Loudoun County, Alabama. So that's where my roots are from. My parents did not want us growing up in the city. You know, they wanted to have that country hospitality and things like that. And then the third place, Philadelphia, North Philly, savage work effort from North Philly. So when people ask me where I'm from, I have to say all three. So Annapolis, Maryland born, Alabama bred, savage work effort from North Philly. So let's just fast forward the pandemic. I ended up in Philly. That was the last part, biggest part of my journey. My music went crazy in Philly. I actually, right before I ended up in Philly, I went because of a relationship. Female, I said, okay, I'm gonna move to Philly. The music out there, the Mecca, it's right next to New York, New Jersey. So it was just meant for me. Fast forward, I dropped that self-produced mixtape. I mean, well, it was pretty much an EP. And Philly loved me and they loved my energy and what I stood for. And they had me host an event called Philly Stop the Violence. And when I did that, Andrew, I always knew my passion, but I didn't know my purpose. But when I hosted that, I, the way I brought people up, but I didn't just bring people up, I gave them knowledge. Who knows that? Who has ASCAP? Who has BMI? I'm teaching them the knowledge, things that a lot of people take and run from and then make it and leave people behind, or that's how people feel. I was giving it to them. And it was just a room, 200 something people, quiet, and it was just like, wow, they're really listening to me. They really respect me, not just because of music, but because I'm giving back, I'm helping. And so when the pandemic hit, it was like, hey, because they didn't have a gym. I'm a fitness professional. They didn't have a gym. I was running a 24-hour fitness in Annapolis, Maryland, very high profile gym. They didn't have that in Philly, so I ended up going to Rite Aid and managing a Rite Aid down in Kensington, which is one of the most dangerous drug infested communities. But even still, they had respect for me there. So when I did that, it was like when the pandemic came, it was like, okay, I took everything that I had learned thus far and realized my purpose. And then God said, you're going to keep doing this and spreading yourself thin, or you're going to trust me. And I brought my butt back to Montgomery, Alabama, and it's been up since then. It's been up since then.
Wow. And I tell you what, I'm fascinated, as all of us are, where you said it was that event, which seems like we all have that moment where the light bulb flashes, or it's like they say, peace be still. And
Mhm.
now this is where you need to go. Walk through with us once, since you've heard that voice, whether through the lens of faith or what have you. Walk us through where you are now and what you're excited about in the immediate future?
Where I'm at now, Andrew, it took me from 2020 to now to get here. It was one hell of a journey because I was scared, Andrew. It was like, okay, God, I trust you. I'm gonna go sit down. I'm gonna go back to the country where my roots are, where it's quiet. And I couldn't believe how quiet it was. I had been in Philly since 2017, 2016. It was so noisy, so polluted. So when I got back to the South after making up that my mind, I started to just hear more. So they said, like you said, peace be still, peace be. When you learn how to be alone and not lonely, oh, you can hear. And you get guided down a road where you're still kind of scared because you don't know the blueprint, but it's not for you to know the blueprint. It's for you to trust yourself and trust the all and wake up and be led. So when I got here, it was like a whole nother rejuvenated boot camp. I'm waking up at 3, 4 in the morning, got papers thick of ideas. As soon as I start waking up, I'm writing. Next thing I know, it was 2022. I started learning the business of music. That's where I got the chance to understand marketing, promotion, the last piece of the puzzle. Because I had to learn how to do everything myself. So now it's me really learning the business. And now I'm learning the business. I'm really understanding the financial aspect of it behind it. I'm like, okay. And I got pulled into this meeting. I had no clue. All I know is I saw the promotion. You can make $600 an hour. Something. I said, what is that? I got pulled. God behold, it's financial literacy. That's life insurance. I said, what? So come to find out there's living benefits of life insurance. Okay, great. I can make this money closing a deal. But it's deeper than that. This you can use living benefits to build a legacy and break generational curses. That's what Rockefeller were doing, infinite banking, becoming their own bank and not having to get loans. They use dividends and interest, and this whole new world came to me. And Andrew, I went and got my licenses. I even quit because it was so hard. 2 weeks I quit. I said, God, I can't. I don't know why you got me doing this. As intriguing as it is, it ate me up, Andrew. New Year's 2023, New Year's Eve, I was taking that exam. So January 1st, 2020, no, it was 2022, New Year's 2022, going into 2023. So by New Year's 2024, by that spring, I had New York Life hitting me. Yeah, it was crazy. Right after I got that exam, I think I got the date because this was 20. Yeah, so right after I got that exam, New York Life hit me that spring, and they said they wanted me, but I had to get the health exam too. So now I have both of them, and now I'm getting into the training, and now I'm really understanding markets. So what is my market? I'm music. I'm entertainment. Okay, God. In our culture, in our community, our biggest checks is sports and music, but we don't know what to do with it. We hear about it all the time. We splurge it, we lose it, we broke, we this. Why? Why did nobody get this knowledge? Oh, the record labels got it, the agencies got it. One of us died, the record label gonna get the policy. The sports teams get the policy, but they don't teach us that. What? Oh, my market is entertainment. And it's not for me to be a suit. It's not for me to say, hey, you're an actor, you just got off set. This is what you should do with that earned income. No, it's for me to be on set. Oh yeah, we getting that check next Friday in a couple of weeks. This is what I'm gonna do with it. This I'm gonna put into my financial portfolio. Oh yeah, can you teach me more about that? I sure can, man. Come on, because now we're making logic meet emotion. They don't see me as a suit. They see me as a fellow coach that's trying to, you know what I mean? That's doing it. So they want to do it too. So what better way to alternate that? Oh, they want to keep up with the Joneses. Materialistic, wasteful. No, come keep up with the Joneses with financial literacy. So, long story short, my mission now is to bridge the gap between entertainment and financial literacy. And because I was still from the pandemic, I made that decision. I came back to the woods of Montgomery, Alabama. I was to myself, I didn't come outside until about 20 into 2022, 2023. I still had my mask and everything on. I wanted to be with me. And fast forward, Atlanta, where I had to be. So entertainment, guess what? Montgomery is 2.5 hours away. I need to be in Atlanta. I don't care if I got to sleep in my car, figure it out. I need to be on set. I need to figure out what's going on. And that's what I did. So I'm on company time now, Country Wayne. I'm viral now on my own. Somebody put a camera in my face, 5 million views in. And guess what? When I'm on those interviews now, guess what I'm talking about? I'm here to bridge the gap between entertainment and financial literacy, just like I'm speaking with you today. So I'm a nomad. You know, I'm always going to go where the fruits for where I'm supposed to be in Atlanta now. Yeah, we don't have to be in New York. We don't have to be in LA. Well, they come in Atlanta.
Wow. And I'm so glad you walked us through it. And we know like in general, financial literacy is key and critical. Regardless of your depth and detail, you have to have some working knowledge, more than just a checking account or savings account, all those
Yeah.
types of things. And the thing is, what I really respect about what you're sharing, you're figuring out how I can overlap these platforms and utilize, whether you're having a sit down like we're doing, whether it's something you're putting in a verse or a workshop or what have you, like you're finding where, and I like using the saying, you can walk and chew gum at the same time. It's like, for you and other people that I'm fortunate to talk with, that's what you're doing. And you're showing where it can be done. And like you're alluding to, you can still be dedicated to the craft within entertainment, but have something that gives you a stronger foundation where, like you said, you have a better idea. You might not learn everything, but you can learn something so you have a better working idea so you're not taken advantage of, you know. Or like you said before, it's not like when you're here today and gone tomorrow, you got something for tomorrow instead of like, uh-oh, what are we gonna do? So I
Exactly.
applaud you walking through that and letting people know you can be versatile. You can do it. And that's great. So walk through with us. We're getting close to the end of the year. What are some things that you have on the horizon that you can share with us that come up in the first quarter, whether it's the teaching base with the financial literacy, whether it's the arts and entertainment, or wherever you have these overlap opportunities? So walk through with this so people can start circling these on the calendar, set the reminders on your devices, all that type of stuff.
Definitely, definitely. So, in the midst of me doing that, for the financial king, my journey, because I really gave me PTSD and anxiety real bad. I had never been so disrespected and going through so much different things in my life. So it was really kind of like being in war. So when I came back, I had to go through a journey. I had to understand what what things were blocking me. So I had to go through meditation. I had to go through shadow work. I had to figure these things out. And so when I push my music, people say, "Yo, your body, how do you get that? How did you do that?" It's discipline. And so I always ask people, how many times did you see somebody that's fit and say, "Hey, I want that," but you didn't get to go to the gym and get a membership, or you didn't go at least try to figure out a nutrition plan? So let's understand why that you keep doing that and why you prolong it. So I took my journey and I put it into a platform called Time Buys Time. Time is ran by decisions. Decisions are ran by emotion. Therefore, you must break your mental to become your slave. Because discipline is broken when you start to doubt yourself and you start to feel low vibration. So now you want to hang out with your friends, you want to go do something that make you feel good, but that goes against it because your goals are one thing, the system, your system is going to get you to that goal. So every day you have to rinse, wash, and repeat, no matter how tired you are, how low vibration, none of that. You have to curate your own happiness. So that's what Time Buzz Time does. It takes you through understanding shadow work, understanding your triggers, and then you got to meditate through it. Are your triggers caused by you, or is it caused by the people around you and the things that you're doing? Are you drinking drugs and things like that? Or are you drinking more water? Are you working out? Are you getting that energy out? Are you just being sedentary? You got to change those things. Because I can give you a workout program, but that don't mean you're going to use it because you're still in the way itself. So let's break your mental to become your slave. So as I was building, I built that, and then I got my licenses. So what's going to happen in 2025? I want to get back to my televised time platforms. I do have workbooks adapting to meditation, adapting to shadow work, figuring out adapting to fitness and nutrition. And then I have it separated like that, but I also have it in a whole workbook. So I'll be getting back to building that platform. The audio is on Uptime app in UK. They picked me up right before my launch, so you can go listen to that. It's just a short intro into Time by Time. So there it's on their Instagram. It's Uptime app, and then you can download it. I think they got it in the link in the bio. So I'll be getting back to that. Super Indie Studio, Super Indie platform. We really are taking that to the next level. You can check out our podcast on YouTube. Me and DJ Kimo, that's my business partner, where we're really teaching artists how to be formless, because it might be the music that you love, but acting could get you through. So a lot of people don't understand the acting world and things like that, which is very big here in Atlanta. So everywhere really. So it doesn't matter where you are, you can tap in with us. So those are going to be our my biggest focal points. Definitely getting into production and short films and things like that. So, but the Time Buys Time and the Super Indie definitely are going to be my biggest pushes. So you can go ahead and follow us on Instagram, Super Indie Studio, Super Indie Podcast. You get timebystime.com. I also have breakdown the scenarios on Time Buys Time Instagram as well on different things, financial and just everyday life. And then you'll start to see my workout programs and those things go up as well. It's going to be a lot, but those are my main things.
I tell you what, it sounds like, you know, as we inch closer to the new year, it's almost like I remind myself what you're doing today is preparing you for what's down the road. And it's clear when you walk through your journey during the pandemic, being in different cities, what you've learned, how you've made adjustments to just more connected, if that makes sense. Now it's like the first harvest is getting ready to come. And I think that's important, not only just what you're doing, but thematically for anyone that gets a chance to read and watch. It's like even in this conversation, you're dropping gems and giving people blueprints. It's like till the soil, cultivate the soil, see what other things you need to learn and give it time to grow. And once you let it grow, it's time to blossom. So yeah, like it's just what makes things like this and talking with people like you and getting a chance to connect with these types of stories so important. So as we get ready to wind down, remind people what are the best ways for people to stay informed, stay engaged, stay connected, because the harvest is coming. The
Yes,
harvest is coming.
it
Get
is.
your bags ready. The harvest is coming.
Yes, please make sure you follow Instagram. I know everybody don't like. I have Instagram, and some people don't like Facebook, but I do see that they're connecting the platform, whereas though they got the Facebook and the Instagram bio. So whichever one, go to Google, whichever one you want to follow me on. I've made it real easy. I've been working my butt off. So you can go to Google, put in Dephyne. My name is a contradiction because I want to remind people not to define me. Just a dope human out here doing my best. All right, so capital Dephyne. It is pronounced fine. You can put it in Google. Music, everything is going to come up. So, however you want to follow me, get in contact with me. Definitely business, y'all. Definitely business. Book Dephyne. So, just book Dephyne, put that book in front of my name at gmail.com. You can try to DM me, but I'm telling you now, like Mr. Andrew Snow has said, the harvest is coming. My DMs are crazy. I'm viral right now. But business, big business, definitely bookdefine.com, and I will get back to you. And then of course Facebook and stuff like that. But I will try my best to get back to you. But definitely show me some love in the comments and things like that. Not the viral one. Don't comment on the viral one. Comment on something else dope on my page, and I'll try my best to get back to people. I don't like, you know what I mean? People comment and you don't show them love. People gotta do better with that. So I'm just excited to be here. Thank you so much. I'm hyped.
Well, I tell you what, first off, again, we got to tip our caps to, Daniel Dickey. Shouts to him doing some
Yes.
work. And
Renaissance man.
I tell you what, we got to give him his flowers because he does a good job of getting people connected. And ladies and gentlemen, that's how this came about. We read, we're like, okay, let's be here. And these are the types of positive things and that can come from it. So, ladies and gentlemen, if this is the first time you've connected with our guest, please do not let it be the last. Make sure to like, share, repost, send a word of encouragement, because hey, we feed off the pot. You feed off of what you eat, and I'd rather eat off of something positive than not. So again, as a reminder, check out the article on acenortonccs.com. Click on the menu for articles and coverage. When you add Creative Community Solutions LLC on Facebook and YouTube, you'll be able to catch it there. Ace Norton CCS on Instagram and Twitter. The author account, author Ace Norton on Blue Sky. You'll be able to catch it there. And LinkedIn as well as Medium. So, ladies and gentlemen, until next time, all of you take very good care. And especially during the holidays, have a safe and sound holiday season. And let's make it a springboard to 2025. This is what our guest is doing, so you might want to do the same. All of you take very good care. We'll look forward to seeing you all real soon.